Okay, we're still talking about caustic gavotte. This is the third video. The beginning. Let's talk about the first two lines. This part is also really fun. One of the things that makes it really fun is that you have the string cross where you go from the D string to the E string. When you're doing that, please make sure that your elbow leads across the E string and then your wrist leads back to the D string. So you practice that on open strings. Elbow drops, wrist rolls. Circle that lands on the A string. So that's your first practice. The left hand is super easy. You just put down the note F sharp in bar 2, first finger on the E string, and you act like you made a mistake and you meant to play G. Bar 4, C sharp and D. So that's really fun. So you need to just practice those things, the string cross and then the grace note. And finally, in bar 7, we have this really tricky C sharp. And I just say it's tricky because it's hard to hear. It's a little bit uncomfortable on the G string. So you should practice an A major scale starting on the G string to just make this a bit easier. So that uses the yellow pattern. So we start on the first finger when we use the yellow pattern, and that happens to be the note A, so it's an A major scale. So we play high 3, stop here. I'm on the note E, on the first finger on the D string. Normally, we would just go to a 4 or an open string, but because we're practicing for gavotte, we're going to reach for the high 3 and then place the 4. So you can really see the yellow, then cross the string and come down the scale. Okay, so that's... Then you can look at the notes in bar 7. 3, 4. And that's much, much easier. That ends up being... So we're going to use the first finger on the D string as a bit of an anchor, so you need to leave that down when you reach for the high 3. Last time. Anchor 1, reach for 3. And then, of course, elbow drops. Circle. Okay, so that's the first two lines. The final thing I'm going to mention is, in the very last line of the piece, we have another 2 spots with an anchor. In bar 29, anchor the 3 while you place the 4 on the A string. Now, did you see those two things, those two techniques? It's a popping finger, sorry, not a popping finger, and a donkey. So, donkey, except now the 4 is on the A string, so you have to cross over a string. So you need to leave that 4, leave the 3, not the 4, leave the 3 while you place the 4, and of course, drop your elbow to get there. Next bar. This is kind of like a pop. So, high 2, leave an anchor, leave that as an anchor, go to the A string, you play 3. As you play 3, you pop it to low 2 on the A string. Okay, so just so I'm really clear, bar 29 is like a donkey with a string in the middle. You need to leave 3 down on the note C while you place the 4th finger for E. Dun, da, 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 da. And then, in bar 30, you need to leave 2 down as an anchor while you place 3, but as soon as the 3rd finger goes, you pop the finger to low 2 on the A string. Dun, da, 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 da. Pop. Okay? So those are all the things that you need to know about gavotte in the end of book 1. Good luck!